have a little bit of a fun conversation, a little bit of a fun chat. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. So let me just see, messages come up. Okay. So apparently lots of people are on this and doing this. I'm just going to check that we're live. I love it when these messages come up, just to make sure that we're on here. Awesome. Yeah, we're here. So that's cool. And yeah, we're going to have a little bit of fun, and we're going to just enjoy, you know, obviously these are tough times that we're going through right now. And so we really want to just bring a bit of lightheartedness, a little bit of movement to people's days. And obviously, you know, for many of the people in this community, especially, are still busy and still working and creating stuff in their business. It's not that they, you know, don't have anything to do. There's stuff to be doing. And what I've been talking about is just taking it a bit slower, taking it a bit easier on ourselves, rather than, you know, going at it full pace. But movement is really important. So Maxine, tell us a little bit about you. And
okay. So I'm a professional dancer, coach, and I have an events business where I create dance entertainment experiences for corporate events, private parties and weddings. And basically my journey kind of started from basically dancing, and I was doing TV, stage, film, dance with lots of celebrities, dancing all over the world. It was awesome and amazing, and hard, but also amazing. And then it just got to a point where I was like, okay, I just needed a new challenge. I needed to do something a bit different. And I think I was kind of wondering as to whether I still wanted to dance or not. And I was just thinking, should I go in a different direction? Is this something that I still have a love for? And for me, the love was definitely still there, but it took a different form. And that was what led me to start my dance company, which I've been doing for the past 5 years. And I've been creating dance entertainment experiences and working with lots of big brands, and it's been awesome. But I definitely think I wasn't necessarily prepared for the entrepreneurial world, because it's very different from being a dancer. So when you're very much on stage, you know, you turn up, you do your job, you know, you do your tech run, you know, you do your rehearsals, you do your show, and then you go home, and then it's like, you know, you're training. You know, when you're having your own business, it's a whole different ball game. So I had to get hip to it very quickly in terms of, okay, I'm now not a creative, I'm a businesswoman now. So having to kind of work that shift, I think for the first year was a bit like, okay, this is different. And even though I was still working with creatives, you know, now it was, everything was on me. You know, I didn't just have the one hat of being a dancer. I was now creating shows. I was working, having to, you know, manage clients and then manage a team. And, you know, so there was a lot of different hats, and then the admin and, you know, the marketing, the sales. You know how it is, I said, when you're running your thing.
Yeah.
So for me, I remember just being like, wow, this is a lot. Loving it. I mean, this is the thing, you know, when you ask for something, you will get it. You know, I asked for a challenge, and I definitely got a challenge, and I got to learn a lot about myself. And I think one of the things that I was struggling with, and I didn't realize probably until recently, was just how to manage me in terms of making sure that I was well so I could show up and do my best. And I think when I did the transition from starting my own business, I was very much like, okay, just throwing myself in my business, getting everything done. I'm quite a go-getter girl anyway. So I'm like, okay, let's do it, working long hours. And it's got to a point where I just felt just really exhausted and tired and overwhelmed and stressed. And, you know, it was like, it wasn't fun anymore. The passion was dwindling away, and I'm thinking, why? This is what I wanted, you know. And it really, I had to kind of almost take a bit of a break and figure out what was really going on. And I think that was the reason why I kind of went into now with doing like online series incorporating movement and self-care and meditation and that kind of thing, which is what I've done with the online course that I created, just because I almost forgot what was keeping me well. And I took for granted what was keeping me well, like just moving my body and dancing and music and just all of that was actually what was keeping my energy going and flowing.
Yeah.
And my life just changed from that to now being stuck at a desk, doing emails throughout the night, answering this, doing that. And it just became, my life just almost changed. And I couldn't put my finger on what it was that was sucking my energy away. But I think when I got back into, okay, let me just get back into just moving my body and dancing again and doing it for me, do you know what I mean? For just to fill myself up was what kind of started things kicking again for me. And that's where it kind of was like, okay, my creativity came back, my buzz came back, my energy was coming back, I was more in flow again. Things became a lot more easier for me. And then I would say in the last year I kind of put the two and two together, so it's now marrying the two for me. Personally, so that it was just a real personal journey where I was like, okay, getting back to the basics of what I took for granted in my dancing years and actually using it in my business, you know, of just using movement to ground me, to center me, to, you know, go within and all of that stuff. So it's mixing the two, which is amazing. So in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean, it is so interesting, isn't it? We learn so much and we go kind of sometimes almost full circle when we set up our own business. We know what we're passionate about, but we kind of almost have to go through that cycle to recognize what our ingenious parts and elements of us are, so that we can be creative. And I know, you know, I remember quite clearly that first year of overwhelm and working all hours and sitting there at night and doing things and figuring out how on earth am I going to make this work. And you know, also, you know, how do I want to show up in that? And so I know that there are many people in our community here that will really resonate, have been on that journey, going through that journey a little bit towards the end of it. And just, you know, now even so more than ever, you know, where we've been used to, you know, meeting people face to face and doing more meetings and maybe doing some online stuff, but also doing some of the face to face stuff, you know, now we are plunged into you know, being at home and it's so easy to get stuck at the computer for even longer. You know, I've had more client sessions, but what I found really exhausting and really draining is about managing my time in front of the screen. It's not in front of my clients. It's about managing my energy levels of being, you know, having the light, and not taking a break. So that's been really important for me to try and figure that bit out. So I'm really excited that you're going to show us some exercises in a moment about how we can actually keep that moving and not just stay stuck in front of the computer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, we're at home now and, you know, we're sitting down more than normal. We can't just have the luxury and the freedom of just getting up and going to the corner shop. And it's just little things like that, you know, whether it's, you know, walking down the road to pick your kids from school, or, you know, going to the supermarket to go for a walk when you just need to pick up something. It's these little things that does kind of gives you a bit of a boost. And whereas now it's like having to stay at home and manage that is a challenge, you know. And again, it's that thing of, you know, now more than ever, I hate saying that because it's everywhere now, these unprecedented times, and now more than ever. But do you know what I mean? It's kind of
but really, it's true.
Really, you know, I think there's a lot of information out there, and there's, you know, there is so many different directions we can go with our business and things like that. And it's so important now to kind of just look after you, because you know, you want to be able to come out stronger and healthier out of this, you know. And again, being at home so much, you've got to just have to be able to manage your energy. And you know, when we want things to kind of happen, we need to make sure that we're in flow. And you know what it's like, energy, if it gets stuck, it needs to move. It needs to move and start with us, you know. It really does. And it doesn't have to be a 90-minute class. It doesn't have to be a whole long session. Even just 10 minutes can make such an impact, you know, in just, you know, getting things going. And, you know, how it will just unlock your, you know, creativity, and, you know, for you just to get grounded so you can just really connect with what is the best aligned step for you. And that's what's important. And it's individual for everybody. That's why you've got to look into you. And there's so much out there that's telling you to do things, you know, you should now be online, now's the time to pivot, now's the time to do this, and it's like, no, actually, now's the time to kind of go in and align with yourself and get grounded and see, okay, what is the next step for me and my business or personally that's going to really bring the most abundance or joy or creativity or whatever it is that you want. So yeah,
and the thing that keeps coming up for me is like really about keeping it simple. You know, keeping those things really simple about what we want to do, stepping away from the overwhelm, especially and you know, as you say, you know, you took the words right out of my mouth. It's like, if our bodies are stuck, if we are sitting in the same position all day, our energy becomes stuck. This is the energy that we're inputting into our business, is stuckness.
Yes.
And guess what we're going to get back as a result? Stuckness. Our business is not going to move. So I cannot, like what you say resonates, but I cannot stress this enough from an energetic, you know, universal thing. If you are putting stuckness and you're not moving your body, you are definitely never ever going to be able to bring flow and abundance into your business. It just doesn't work like that.
It doesn't. And what you will end up finding, and this is one of the things that I had to learn, is what will then happen is you will start working from a place of push and hustle and anxiety and fear, and you know, you'll be working from that place and space as opposed to a space of creativity and flow and groundedness and knowing, okay, what is the next online. And that is very different from all of this overwhelming stress. And this is why you've got to create the space and the time, like I said, even if it's 5-10 minutes, you know, personal, for whatever it is to you, to generate that movement, so it can kind of ripple effect in your life and in your business or wherever it is you want to ripple. So it's that whole thing that you've got to find the time and the space to do it, so that the things that you wanting can drop in. Because I tell you, if you're overwhelmed and stressed and allowing all of this stuff to get in, and the push and what you will get back won't be what you are wanting.
No, exactly. You know? So if there's anything that anyone takes from watching this, I can't actually see if anybody is watching. If you are watching, just give us a hello, just give us, like, put something in the comments, give us a heart, something. But obviously if you're watching the replay, type #replay. But if there's something you take from today, I think what we stand very firmly together on here, Maxine, is the fact that whatever you are putting into your business is what you're going to get back. So got to shift it, you've got to move, you've got to get into flow, and what more beautiful way to do that than flowing through our body.
Absolutely.
So shall we do you're going to show us a couple of exercises, aren't you? Can't wait to see this. And I guess what was Helga's watching. Hi Helga, lovely to see you. Come on, we want you to be practicing this alongside us as well, Helga. All right. So I guess if you're doing this at home and you're going to practice these exercises outside of this, put some music on, get that flowing, get that high vibe energy in another set through your other senses as well as through your body, I guess, is what you would.
Absolutely. And again, music is such a great way to get inspired, some sort of movement, and you know, it just gets you in a good vibe. And I always encourage people, if you've got, you know, a list of songs that you absolutely love, create a power list. You know, this is something that I learned from Shari, is, you know, get your power list going. You know, top 10, 20 songs that just gets you right back in that place and space of, you know, oh my gosh, you know, for me it's J-Lo. J-Lo,
cool.
Beyonce, do you know what I mean? You know, that's the kind of stuff I want. If I'm thinking about, okay, I want to go hard on something. If I want to kind of be more chilled, and you know, then I'll go for something a bit more jazzy. But you know, creating that list just to kind of get you vibed up is going to be important as well. But
so shall we? We're going to be trying to make this work, everybody. So bear with us, so that Maxine's going to be moving her screen around so you can see us. I'm going to have a go here as well, so hopefully you can see what we're doing. Join in, have some fun, laugh at yourselves. I'm sure I'm going to probably fall on the floor at some point, but I'll give it a go. Let's do it.
So obviously we're all at home. So what I have done is I've put together a couple of exercises that you can do literally from your desk and chair. Nice and easy, nice and straightforward. So the first thing I want to show you is actually one of my favorite stretches that I like to do. So if you're sitting down, Let me see, I'll be moving this up and down a little bit so you can see me there. So you see I'm sitting on a chair.
Yeah.
If you want to turn your chair around, that's fine.
Oh, right, we got back to back. There you go.
Back to back. Oh, look at that.
Perfect.
So again,
I'm not going to move my screen.
Easy. If you've just been sitting down a lot all day and you're at your computer, it's just as simple as just rocking from side to side.
Oh,
Get the bum cheeks going. This is really just nice to just, you know, give it a little shake. Give your legs a little shake. Nice and easy. Now here, I'm going to be working with the hips. So all I want you to do is literally just dip your hip back. Let me move the ball a bit. Ooh. And then
everyone who's copying now is going to be like, what are they doing?
Yeah. So what I want you to think about is you're tilting your hip back and forwards. Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Just to give a bit of mobility, especially if you've been sitting at the computer all day. And what tends to happen is we start off all nice and strong, and then we get like this, and then we go like this, and then it's like whatever. It's like So what I want is just, you know, here it's all about your hips. Just literally going to go rock back and forward. Really push it back and forward. Yeah. Belly button to spine. Belly button to spine. Really engage the abdominals here. And I want you to think about really pushing it right back, really stretching the lower back, and then pushing it forward. If you want to put your hands on your knees, that's no problem. And just push forwards and back. Nice and easy. From here, I want you to just think about going round in a circle. So a nice circular motion. Yeah. Now with this, I want you to think about there's a circle around you, and I want you to think about you want to hit every part of that circle all the way around. So Natasha, I want you to slow down slightly for me. Just slow down. There we go. Really, and I want you to isolate your hips. Really isolate it. Yeah. And then from there you can go back to your back and forth. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then circle it around. Yeah. Just to get the hips going. Okay. You can do that for 15 seconds, 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I feel better already.
Awesome. So from here, we're going to lift the leg over the knee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over like this. And from here, I want you to think about your feet being planted flat on the floor. So you really can't see my feet, really. No,
oh, right. The other foot's flat on the floor.
I just want you to think about your foot. Yeah. So the other foot's flat on the floor. And then you're going to have your other foot over your knee.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. And then from here, I want you to think about sitting nice and tall. So when you are thinking about sitting nice and tall, from the base of your spine, yeah, I want you to think about literally every vertebrae sitting as tall as possible.
Yeah.
So from the top of your head, I want you to think about you're pushing up to the ceiling. And I want you to think of the base of your spine pushing right down into the floor. So it's that analogy. That it's that two-way pull. So we're lifting our head as high as possible, like we want to touch the ceiling, and we're touching the base of our spine all the way down to the floor, standing nice and tall, really nice and tall for me, okay? From here, I want you just to gently, as far as you can go, just push down with the other hand, the knee. We're just thinking about opening up the hips, yeah? Just opening the hips as much as possible, yeah? Just pushing it down, just nice and gently. Now you should feel a nice stretch in your buttocks and side of the thigh. Can you feel that, Natasha?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're gonna push the stretch even more. From here, sitting really tall, I want you to flex over from your hips, not from your chest. I don't want you to collapse, from your hips. Yeah, I want you to push forward, really push it forward.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
Can you feel that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I love this stretch. Yeah? Now, again, it's very easy to collapse your back like this. I don't need to collapse your back. I want you to really keep your back as straight as possible for me. Okay? Awesome. Making sure you're breathing. Keep breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah? I want you to come back to center for me.
Oh,
and then from here, we're going to go a bit deeper. So again, standing nice and tall, belly spine. I'm going to push you even further. How far can you go? From the hips, yeah? Really pushing from the hips. Perfect. Can you feel that stretch?
Yeah.
Perfect. Hold it for 10 seconds. We won't do 10 seconds now, but you can hold that for 10 seconds. Yeah. And then come back to center. And then obviously do the other side. Can you feel that? Yeah. Now, what you'll find is you will often find that you'll have one side more tighter or flexible than the other. Yeah. And that's normal because we all use one side more than the other for stuff. So you might find you get up to get something on the one side, you know, quicker than the other and things like that. It's all very normal. So on the other side, again, same thing, stand up nice and tall. So again, you want to think about the head. Your head really pushing towards the ceiling and the base of your spine pushing all the way down to the floor. Yeah, that two-way pull. We're going to have the knee over from here. And then what we're going to do is, again, from the hip, just really push it forwards. Nice. Keeping the back nice and straight. Again, don't collapse. That's not what I want here. I want everything from the hips. Yeah, nice and strong. Good. Can you feel that stretch, Natasha?
Oh, yes.
I can see you making funny faces, so I'm assuming that's a good thing.
Yes. The cat's come to join me.
I just want you just to hold that stretch. So whenever you feel the sensation of, oh, I can feel the tension, just hold it there and breathe through it and it will ease. I'm going to come back to the center. Awesome. Take a breath. Yeah, belly button to spine at all times, keeping the center engaged. We're going to go a bit further now. Pushing forwards. Pushing forwards. Perfect. Wonderful. Awesome. We're going to hold it there for a couple more seconds. And come back. Awesome. And again, you can hold it for 10, 20 seconds, whatever you feel comfortable. Yeah. And obviously push the knee down a little bit there as well, just to open up the hips. Yeah. We did do that with the other leg, so let's make sure we do it with the other. Just pushing it down. Yeah. There we go. Just pushing it down, just nice and gently. And also, whilst you're pushing down, don't collapse your hips. Don't collapse your lower back, yeah? Mm-hmm. Making sure your lower back is as straight as possible. Just get that alignment really nice, yeah? Awesome. And give it a shake out. Shake both legs. Lovely. Now, exercise that we can do. This is probably, again, one of my favorites. I'm probably going to say that about all my exercises.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to do it to the side. Actually, so basically to the front, you're going to have your arms open side to side. Yeah. Arms nice and open. And from here, I want you to think about like you're hugging a tree. Now, again, making sure your feet are planted on the floor. Yeah. So make sure you've got that nice right angle from your knee to your ankles. Yeah. And to your hips. Staying up nice and tall. Now from here, our analogy we were saying before, really reaching, pushing up to the ceiling, base of the spine all the way down to the ground, give it that two-way pull. Now, I love to call this hugging a tree. So you're going to hug a tree.
Love it.
So you're going to come in, drop the head, and just really give me a nice rounded curve back. Really curve your back. Gorgeous. Lovely, Natasha.
Yeah, I'm used to hugging trees.
Yes, I saw from your last post that you liked it. So I'm going to show you from the side so you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So again, we're going to be slouching here. We want to be sitting nice and tall. So again, you can see with my back, I'm just dropping my back here. I really want us to think about from here, really lifting your lower back, really getting that working, getting those muscles working. Particularly when you're on the desk all day. You know, this tends to go and the center goes and it all goes, and it's just really retraining.
So important.
So important, yeah. So it's just getting that kind of going. One of the things that I like to do as an analogy to kind of make sure this is in alignment is think about your hips as a bowl.
Yeah.
So if your hips is like a bowl, you don't want it to do that because all the water's going to come out there. And if you do that, all the water's going to come out there.
Oh, yeah. So we want to make sure
and exactly, you want to get that equal. And what I like to do is do nice big ones. We did this earlier, and then make it smaller and smaller until we're in nice on the line. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're sitting nice and tall. Yeah.
So that's good. It's a good one.
Again, from here, let's have the shoulders back. So we're going to lift the shoulders up to our ears. Take it all the way back. There we go. And then just let the shoulders drop. So you don't want to be hyperextending here. We also don't want to be collapsing like this here. Yeah. So we don't want to collapse. We don't want to push forward. We just want that nice neutral spine and base. Yeah, from here. So we're hugging a tree. So from here, arms out to the side. So we're literally going to go all the way in, contract, belly button to spine, drop your head. Perfect. Then from here, we're going to literally lift all the way back up. And then we're going to just literally extend it open. So really think about just opening the chest. Awesome. And again. Breathing all the way through. Breathing out. Breathing in. And again. Awesome. This is a nice little exercise. And you can go as fast or as slow as you can go. But it's really, it's all about getting that nice C shape here. Yeah, I really like that nice C shape. Other way. There we go. And then just really extending. Awesome. Give it a shake. Wonderful. Okay. Next couple of ones I want to show you. Let's do the leg twist. So again, actually now I'm going to show you my other favorite one. I actually do this a lot myself. I love it so much. So again, you're at your desk, sitting up nice and tall. Now, this is for your whole spine. I'm going to go vertebrae by vertebrae. So let me see. No, maybe I have to take it down. So here, we're going to go all the way down. Bye. You're going to lay on your legs. So you're literally laying on your legs. Well done, guys. From here, I want you to think about stacking up your spine. So you're going to go from your lower back, rolling all the way up, back to sitting. Awesome. And I want you to actually visualize every vertebrae stacking up. Yeah. So really think about every single vertebrae. Again, pushing through the hips, tilting your hips forward, all the way down. Relax on your thighs. Really relax it. Breathing. And then again, we're going to stack belly button to spine. Yeah. Stacking. Let's go a bit quicker. And again, pushing all the way down. Breathing out. Stacking it all the way back up. Nice. And again, pushing through. And coming all the way up. Okay. This is a really great exercise just to get your spine going. Yeah.
Nice.
Now, I love it. It's really nice. If you do that a good 30 seconds to a minute, oh, it's so beautiful. It's a lovely exercise. Nice and simple.
Good. I'm gonna have to come back and do these and write them down.
Yeah, I'm happy to do a little video and I'll put it up. Obviously.
Oh, that would be fab. Thank you.
No problem.
There you go, guys.
One that we can do is we're going to push it forward from the chest. So it's similar, but we're going to go the other way. So from here, we're going to go head, chest, stomach, all the way down onto your chest. And then roll it back up. Perfect. And again, head, think about lifting the chest, pushing through the stomach, pushing all the way through onto your legs, and then slowly rolling up. And this is great because you can do it faster or you can really do it slow. It's completely up to you. A really great one for the spine.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Another one, which is really a little fun one. I'll do a couple more for you. I'll go a bit quicker now so I can fit in some more exercises. Another great one that I like to do, you can film there we go, is you're on the edge of your chair and from here you're just literally going to just drop. So you're going to have your hands on the chair, perfect, and just rock your hips from side to side. Oh, I love this. Just rocking your hips from side to side. So it's almost like you're letting gravity, just let gravity drop the hip for you. So really release the hip and then just rock it from side to side. And then you can do the forward and back. So when you go forwards, engage your glutes, really engage your glutes, and then release it. Go forward, engage your glutes, and then release. And that's a really nice one just to kind of get the hip.
One, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice just to let the pressure of the hips go, isn't it? And just allow them just to free.
Especially if you're sitting on your hips, if you're sitting down all day, you know, you get such really tight all around here, and then the neck as well. And let's take it up. Let's do another exercise that I like to do. And then obviously when you're at your desk, just even a nice little head roll. Simple and effective.
That's the one that I'm like, is my
all that tension in your neck. Just roll it. And the other side for me. Awesome. And if you want, you can just hold it to the one side, really get that stretch. Awesome. What I also like to do is with my other hand, just really push it right down to the ground to really get that stretch. So you've got that two-way pull going. And then the other side, really stretch and really push down the other arm. So you've got that two-way pull going. Another way you can do is if you face, you're looking towards your other shoulder. It's hard to say. I'm going to my left shoulder and just really pushing it down. But whilst you're pushing it down, don't collapse your chest. Really keep your chest as open as possible and really get that stretch in another part of your neck. It's really nice. And then on the other side, so Natasha, I want you to think about dropping. So I want you to sit up straight from here. I want you to slightly turn. That's enough. And then from there, grab and then push all the way. No. So grab from the front of your
here.
Yes, from here. And then push it all the way down.
Oh.
Yeah. Awesome. Another one is, let me see here. Again, arms up. I love how creative we're getting here with the video. Okay, arms up. And then here, we just need to just tilt over as much as you can. Just get a nice stretch and breathe. And then coming up. Other side, other arm. Stretch it over. Really breathe. And up. And then both arms together. I want you to think about reaching the arms like you want to touch the sky, touch your ceiling, really reach. I actually don't mind if you even look to the ceiling a little bit, reach as much as possible. And then from here, we're going to literally just let the arms go and take a big breath. Lovely. And again, over. Just one arm. There we go. As far as you can go, really stretch it. Perfect. Other side. Lifting, keeping lifted, don't collapse. Yes, I don't want this. Yeah, I want it nice and lifted. I'm going over, stretching. Awesome. Coming back. Both arms up. Reaching the ceiling. Go as high as you can go. How far can you go? Keep reaching. From here, drop the arms. Take a big breath. Perfect.
Nice.
There you go.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I feel like I could do another 2 hours of work now.
Yeah.
No, I really do feel a shift. Helga, if you're still watching, how are you doing? Let us know in the comments. Wow, that's really cool. Thank you so much, Maxine. It's so easy, isn't it? I mean, we've just been doing that. You've been guiding us through it for about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
At the most, but just doing this on your own just for 10 minutes as well.
Yeah.
Really powerful.
Absolutely. I always like make a cup of tea. I like to make a cup of tea, put the tea to the side. If you're doing this for a couple of minutes, then drink your tea afterwards. Your tea will be the perfect temperature. Too hot, it won't be cold. It'll be like, lovely. Do you know what I mean? That's how I like to do it.
The trick is though, can you leave the biscuit by the side without eating that beforehand?
Well, this is the trick. That's another video. That's another live, I think.
The temptation. It's like, Helga says, yes, thanks. That's great. Great, thanks. Great.
Awesome.
Thank you for joining us and watching with us. That was really good fun. I feel just nice to laugh and just to be able to try, do these things. So thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure.
It's always a joy to talk to you. Now, we met at the end of last year, didn't we?
Yes.
We met for a coffee. We'd met an event.
Yes.
Let's catch up for coffee. And it was about 4 hours later, and we were like, Oh my God, look at the time. So
that was awesome.
It's you know, it's just like, could sit here for hours and have a chat. But thank you so much. So tell us a little bit about how the community can get in touch with you, about what you're doing, anything that you'd like to offer. I know you're doing a course. Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so this course was birthed last year, funnily enough, in I'll say October, November. And I had to do reshoots and things like that. So basically, it's called Body Vibes. It's absolutely amazing. And it's a series of 6 videos where I take you through in less than 10 minutes. We'll do some movement, so we'll do some dancing. Do some dancing to some really cool high vibes music, and then we do some like meditation at the end as well. So it's really awesome. So it's like music, movement, and meditation. It's all in less than 10 minutes. So you don't need to have a lot of time, and it will make such an impact in your day. So it's about moving the body, get the energy going, setting the intention for the day, that kind of thing, and getting you pumped to get going. And you can do this in the morning as part of your morning routine, or you can do it any time of the day if you just need a bit of a pick-me-up or a break. And it's a series of 6 videos, so it helps to unlock your creativity, your free flow energy, your focus, alignment, that kind of thing, all the things we need to thrive in life and in business. And then with that, I also have a little bonus mini training as well, which talks about how to just keep in alignment and how you show up in the world in terms of your body and your posture, which is so important.
Oh gosh,
because you know, that really speaks. You know, people see that first before they even kind of encounter your words or anything like that. So just how to kind of move around the world and just move within the world, your world, and just how to hold yourself. So that's like a little bonus.
Oh, that's really cool, and very much really so relevant as well. So we'll pop the link for people who are interested in that in the post after we've finished with this recording. And you also have a Facebook group.
I do. So I have a private Facebook group, and in this group, it's basically called Body Vibes, the wellness center, the wellness space for the female entrepreneur. And this is a space where, you know, just to get vibed up. It's just literally for you to get vibed up so you can approach your day in a way that's just going to really be impactful and purposeful. So again, there'll be a lot of movement and videos and things like that where I'll be breaking down some dancing, some movements that will just get you going. Right. And again, it'll be less than 5 to 10 minutes a day. And yeah, you can pop in there, join me, and there'll be lots of this kind of stuff and more. So it'll be
fantastic. And again, we'll put the link.
Awesome.
Oh, you've frozen a little bit there, but we'll put the link in the post as well, and anything else that we can think of that we want to share with you, with everyone here. So thank you so much again. That was really great. I feel really energized now.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Yay. Definitely, for sure.
Yay. Cool. All right. Well, thank you again. Hope everyone's enjoyed it. Let us know what you think. Leave some comments. Let us know if you're watching the replay, and let us know. And if you also want to know anything about the Akashic Records, then please do reach out and get in touch with me, private message me, and let me know if you've got any questions about how you can have a bigger impact in the world. And I'll see you again next week, 4 o'clock, for the next Soul Inspired Leaders Wisdom Training. Bye for now.